Imagine walking home on a normal afternoon and suddenly hearing a deep metallic groan behind you, then a crack, then an explosion. You turn around, and instead of water, a 25-foot wall of thick, brown syrup is racing straight at you. Not a joke, not a cartoon. This actually happened. In 1919, the city of Boston was hit by one of the strangest and deadliest disasters in American history, a flood of molasses.
From the past to the truth today. Hidden stories on display. Facts revealed, mysteries solved. Intropedia.
It was January 15, 1919. Boston's North End was busy as always. Factories humming, ships unloading cargo at the harbor, workers heading home for lunch. Nothing unusual, except for one thing. Right in the middle of the neighborhood stood a giant steel tank, 50 feet tall, almost as wide as a baseball field, and inside it, 2.3 million gallons of molasses. Dark, thick, heavy, owned by the Purity Distilling Company. They used it to make industrial alcohol, explosives, chemicals, war supplies. To the locals, it was just part of the skyline. They barely noticed it anymore, but maybe they should have. Because the tank wasn't right from the very beginning, people complained. It creaked at night, it groaned when the temperature changed, and it leaked constantly. Sticky brown liquid dripped down the sides like slow tears. Kids would actually collect it in cups. Free candy, they thought. Residents told the company the tank didn't feel safe, but the company painted it brown, so the leaks wouldn't be visible. Problem solved, or so they thought. What nobody knew was that the tank had never even been properly tested. It was rushed, built too thin, too fast, and quietly turning into a 12,000-ton time bomb. Then came that afternoon, 12:40 p.m. Some people later said they heard a strange rumble, like thunder underground. Others described it like a machine gun. Rapid metallic pops, rivet after rivet snapping loose. And then, boom, the entire tank split open. Not cracked, exploded. Steel plates ripped apart. Bolts shot through the air like bullets. And all 2.3 million gallons burst out at once. Imagine dumping an entire swimming pool every second for almost 2 minutes straight. That's what hit Boston. Witnesses said it looked like a brown tidal wave, 25 feet high, moving 35 miles per hour, faster than most people could run. And this wasn't water, it was molasses. Heavy as cement, sticky as glue. It smashed buildings off their foundations, crushed warehouses, flipped horse carts. One fire station was literally lifted and moved. People didn't just get knocked down, they got trapped. The more they struggled, the deeper they sank, like quicksand made of sugar. The streets turned into a nightmare. Horses drowned where they stood. Workers were pinned under debris. Children disappeared under the syrup. Rescuers tried to run, but every step felt like walking through wet cement. Some victims suffocated. Others were crushed by floating wreckage. The air smelled sickly sweet, like caramel, like candy, mixed with smoke and panic. It didn't feel real. It felt like the world's worst joke. Except people were dying. When it was finally over, 21 people were dead. More than 150 injured. Buildings destroyed. Families shattered. And for weeks, Boston literally smelled like molasses. Even years later, locals claimed on hot summer days, the smell would come back, like the city never fully forgot. But here's the part that made people angry. This wasn't a freak accident. It wasn't unpredictable. The company knew the tank leaked. They knew it groaned. They knew residents complained. And they still ignored it. To save time, to save money. The steel walls were too thin. The design was flawed. They never even filled it with water first to test it. They just filled it with 12,000 tons of syrup and hoped for the best. What followed changed America. Families sued the company, and the trial lasted 6 years. One of the first major cases where a corporation was held responsible for negligence. In the end, the company paid millions in damages. And because of this disaster, the US started enforcing stricter building inspections and safety laws. So, in a strange way, this sticky catastrophe helped create modern industrial safety standards. Today, if you visit Boston's North End, there's no tank, no ruins, no giant scar, just parks, apartments, quiet streets. You'd never guess what happened there. But over a century ago, this peaceful neighborhood was hit by something no one could imagine. Not a fire, not a storm, not an earthquake, but a wave of sugar. And it remains one of the strangest disasters in American history.